Let's do a quick pull. Now that definitely sounded good. Hey guys, so I never got to tell you this, but a little bit more happened over the winter while I was owning this car and driving it and experiencing the great all-wheel drive awesomeness. But something unfortunate happened. My car was hit by a deer, and I didn't hit the deer hit me. I actually swerved away from the deer. I swerved to the left and the deer jumped out and ended up hitting me right on my rear quarter panel. As I was driving home at 2 o'clock in the morning from my parents' place, we have a lot of forest area in New Jersey where we're at, and it's just a brewing pot for deer. See what I'm dealing with here at night? Imagine driving through this at night. This is pretty much deer habitat. I mean, look at all this. Deerville is right. Straight up Deerville. You know, there's so overpopulated in a lot of these dense forest areas in New Jersey. And that's anywhere in the Northeast, you know, where it's cold and at a certain time of year, they're always breeding, and they got me. Yeah, he jumped out, I swerved out of the way just in time that he didn't hit the front of my car, but he did get the back. And what was crazy is my girlfriend was sleeping in the front seat, and her seat was all the way back, so her head was probably about right here. And when the deer hit, oh, she jumped like there was a gunshot, like a shotgun being fired at her face right next to it. And it was definitely scary for her. I mean, it was scary for me because I was shaking, honestly. I just got this car and already it's got a dent in it, and I'm gonna have to worry about how much I need to pay for this. You know, and it's so unfortunate, and it just rips a hole in your pocket. It really does suck. I'll show you exactly where it hit. But right here, where the kind of the wide body style is, it hit from this part of the door across, dented that whole wide body part in to pretty much my gas cap. So they had to repaint the whole door, order one of these damn things, which cost $50, and repaint this whole entire spot going around there to here. Because when you do one spot, you kind of got to blend it, so it got to go across. So they did that, but it was pretty pushed in. Cost of it was not as much as my deductible. I paid out of pocket for it. Sucks. I'll show you. I mean, I don't have any pictures of it. I wish I took some photos. If you look here, let this thing focus. So rear door shell, rear door outside, rear outdoor door belt molding, rear door protector, rear outdoor door handle, clear coat, paint materials. There it is. Ugh. And it wasn't 500, because if it was 500, over 500, I'd have probably told him to get my bumper done at the same time, because the winter brings so much damage to cars. My bumper got chipped up. If you look real close here, I mean, it's tough to see, but it's chipped up a bit. And Subaru's paint is not the greatest paint. Most cars don't have the greatest paint to handle salt being thrown at your car and rocks and potholes in the winter time. So let me show you something that was not here last winter, But these potholes are insane. Like, just look at them. Oh my God. Like, just imagine me taking my car through this. When they're full like this, they're not completely full of water, but imagine if it's raining. Rain loves to fake us out. We won't even see it coming. Rim done. Snow, rim done. If we can't see it, look at this. What the? God, look at these things. This is terrible. Can't have it. New Jersey, fix it. But my car is back to the way it's supposed to look. And I got it done before New Year's. I mean, this happened Christmas Day. Within that week, I got it done. And it was fixed by New Year's. And it was a hit to the pockets, but you know, you do what you do if you're a car person. I mean, you all know what I mean. You do what you do if you're a car person. You don't let stuff go looking. You're driving your car, every time you turn it on, you want it to look the best it could look. And kind of wish I didn't have that mentality, because God, man, cars eat away at your pockets. But when you're a car guy that is all about driving the nicest stuff and making sure your car is always looking pristine, you can't drive around with that very long. It's just the worst. There's not much you can do about it. Try to avoid it, because us car guys, we know where every pothole is on the road. We know how to avoid every single crack in the street. People probably think we're drunk driving around, but it's only because we're trying to save our cars and our rims and what we've done to it. Because every one of those hits in those holes, like we're falling 20. If that pothole is 1 foot, it feels like 20 feet to us. And when it hits that frame of the car, you feel it. It hits you so deep inside your soul. Oh man, it hurts. But yeah, that's what we live with every day, and we deal with it. And I'm not even on low life right now. My G was a lot lower than this, and it still hurts. And this car is supposed to be rally driven, and it still hurts. But yeah, it sucks. I got hit by a deer. Not much I could do about it. But you know, I paid my money out of my pocket. Damn, it hurt, because I could have used that money towards something else. But I dealt with it. And you know, that's what you do. You deal. I'm going to explain to you what effects come from that, though, because stuff happens now that you've hit that deer. And I'll explain a few stories. Me and my friend were discussing this the other day, and we were talking about accidents and deer and crap that happens with your cars. And I'll be honest, man, PTSD happens for everything, because that deer effed me up driving on them back roads in Princeton here and all over the place. It effed me up. First, you'll see, which probably isn't doing nothing, but inside the scoop here, I'm gonna go in here, get nice and deep in there. Let's see if it changes so you could see it. There's one, and there's two. Now you can barely see this thing. They're kind of in there, not really kind of blocking any airflow at all, just to the edges, way to the sides. I mean, we have fins in here already going to the intercooler in the back. Down there, you can see the intercooler. Plenty of airflow still coming in, but these are deer whistles. Do I think they're doing anything? No, I don't really think they're doing anything. But because of my PTSD for getting hit by that damn deer, I expect them to be doing something, and guess what? I haven't got hit by a deer since that day, so they must be working. Do I really think they're working mentally? If I think about it, I don't think they're doing too much. I don't hear them, but maybe the deer hear them. But I drove by a deer, and it kind of looked up. I saw its ears twitch for a second, so maybe it hurt him? I don't know. But you do things. You do things when you're driving. You're so much more aware. Like, that happened. And I mean, I swear I thought a bag of garbage one time at night was a deer, and I swerved out of the way from a bag of garbage. I just literally swerved out of the way, and the bag of garbage was on the side of the road, wasn't moving, looks nothing like a deer. The guy behind me thought that I was crazy, most likely, but it's reality. PTSD. My friend told me a story. His car engine kind of caught on fire. Now, every time he smells just an ounce of gasoline or fuel, he thinks his car's on fire. It's crazy. I know. It's something that we live with because it happens and it affects us. And of course you learn to get over it. I'm a little over it now. I don't think everything's deers, but also it's kind of got brighter out now. It's not as dark in the you know, when I get out of work, so I could see a little further out during this time of night. And by the time I get home, it's still not dark. But because I guarantee next winter, as soon as daylight savings time comes again, and it gets dark around when I get out of work, I'm gonna be driving just as cautiously again. But tell me what you guys have in terms of PTSD with cars, because we all have a form of it. Something's happened to a lot of us. Whether you got in an accident and now you're always looking left and right, you know, all the time to see if there's some dumb fool about to run a stop sign and smash into your car. You're just so much more cautious because of issues and problems and situations that happen while you're driving that change your perspective instantly and make you drive like a whole new person. I don't want to also spend another $300-400 out of my pocket to fix another dent in my car. That hurt. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. I'm gonna tell you a little more about my winter experience. We'll go for a ride. Let's hop in the car. This car in the winter did amazing in that blizzard and stuff like that. I don't know if you saw my video of when I was driving in the blizzard. I didn't have the exhaust, so it probably wasn't even near as cool a video. But I did do some drifting stuff, but you know, sliding around, but nowhere near as cool as it could have been. I was just heading to a mountain. We're gonna go snowboarding and stuff. So, you know, it was a good video show, like how I felt in terms of being in control of my car. Now, I'll be honest, there were a lot of moments where I felt like I wasn't in control. And this is where tires play such an important role in your ride. Everyone, you know, thinks, you know, maybe rims and the style and everything and the power and performance, but tires make such a difference. If I had snow tires on this car, that trip would have been probably another 20% less stressful than it was. So, I mean, the car was nowhere near as stressful driving as my G35. I wouldn't even left my house in that blizzard if I had my G35. But driving this car, if I had good snow tires. And I'm not gonna lie, a G35 with snow tires would be a completely different ride as well. Your tires are the one factor that is making contact with the road. It is your contact patch. It is your feet. Imagine you're walking without any toes on your feet. You know, those are what kind of bend and take the force. Without toes, or without even feet at all, you're not gonna get anywhere efficiently at all. So, you know, it's very important. Tires play such an important role in stability and handling. You need to have the right tires to handle the right situation. You know, that's why a lot of people have a set of snow tires. I don't have a garage to hold those in, so they'd be in the back of my car for the whole winter, which I ain't putting tires in the back of my car for the whole winter. So, yeah, it really comes down to tires are very important. I would have felt way more secure on the road with a really good set of tires, you know, and that's to say that that's not to say that it didn't feel better than my G. I wouldn't be able to do the ride in my G because this car is all-wheel drive. And there were moments on hills that my G would have been stuck at. This car just gripped and went going. There's even moments where I was sliding, but the front wheel spinning kept me in control. So I definitely, this was way more comfortable driving than my Infiniti. This car is such a rush when you pull it. Just hearing all that air getting sucked in, it's unlike any experience. I mean, this is my first boosted car, and it just blows me away. The rawness of just hearing the engine, the typhoon of air being sucked into that intake, and that turbo spooling is just so intense. Unlike any freaking naturally aspirated car I've ever heard. Unless you have an American V8 muscle car, yeah, that's probably another great experience to actually have in your lifetime, is owning like an American car, because that V8 probably sounds great too. But man, oh man, a turbo is just mind-blowing sounding. And it probably could sound even crazier, but this is just the stock turbo with like some slight mods on it. But I mean, just downshifting to like third gear here. I'm going to downshift to third. And I'm in third right now. And just being in boost right around 3,500 and just going at it. Woo! It's crazy. Crazy how much it just puts down. I swear it feels faster than my G. I mean, I don't know. If I dropped into third on my G, it might have been the same feeling, but this just has so much rawness to it. It blows my mind. Check this out, guys. We got a WRX right in front of me here. Gotta love seeing a WRX. Doesn't look like much is done. Exhaust is stock. But when you buy a WRX, you're buying a WRX for a reason. Might be a female too. Female WRX owner. That's good. Taillights, of course, really chrome as usual. Thanks Subaru for that. Such a good stance though. Nice and wide. Love how wide they are. So we're going opposite ways here. Bye bye WRX, bye! Here comes the Popo. Uh-oh. I wonder who he's gonna get. Let's see who he's eyeing down. Oh man. Guarantee you we'll find him again. Probably got someone pulled over. I guarantee it. And when my radar detector doesn't go off, you know they're just trying to match speeds. They have everything turned off in their cop car and they're just trying to match up on speeds. Oh, guess what? Guess what? Check it out. Right up here. Check it out. Got him. Everyone's slowing down here. Got him. There it is. These cars are so nice. Stock BRZ. Same color as my car, dark gray. Hell yeah. Clean 3 Series right here. Nice. Volkswagen meet. Well, that's it, guys. That's my video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.